Hello students, welcome to our next week of class. We are walking into, I believe I'm calling it Module 6, but this is actually week 7. So there's only a couple weeks left in the semester. We have very rapidly moved through, again, being only an 8-week class. We're very close to the end here. So we have basically two more big topics sort of to cover. We have to talk about energy, which is what we're going to be talking about this week. So this week's module has to do with energy. And then next week's module is going to be about environmental health. So those are kind of the two topics that we have left. The other things just to sort of keep in mind this week is we also have your green technology project is due at the end of this week. And then our second lecture exam is going to be next week. So it's going to be concurrent with the content next week. And again, I apologize for that, but unfortunately, I don't get to use a finals week as part of an 8-week class. I'm not allowed to do that, so I have to sort of fit that into the 8 weeks that I've been given. So that means that there will be a little bit of overlap between module content and the exam, but there won't be any assignments other than the exam. You won't have to do a discussion post or a Socrative check-in or any of those types of things. So I just want you to review that material and then get yourself ready for the exam. But let's talk about what we have in this week's module. So we're just focusing on a single topic this time, and that topic happens to be energy. So I have a variety of different readings for you about energy. What are called Energy 101 videos. So these are small, short videos that actually were produced by, in most cases, the Department of Energy. And I've created just a playlist of all of them to put them on all in one place. And you can learn about all of the different sources of both renewable and non-renewable energy. Those are the two things that we're going to be focusing on. So we're going to talk about the difference. What does it mean to be a non-renewable energy source, or what we call traditional energy sources? And what does it mean to be a renewable energy source, also called alternative sources of energy? So again, they're just sort of listed here, not in any particular order. It looks like I have most of the alternative sources at the top and most of the traditional sources here at the bottom. But as you can see, each one is very brief, right? They're only 2 minutes to maybe 4 minutes at the most. So fairly quick, fairly short. And the nice thing is, again, is that they specifically say, here's the energy source, here's how we get the energy source, here are the pros of its use, here are the cons of its use. That's kind of the idea. And that's more or less what we're looking to get out of the content this week is what are the advantages and disadvantages to both different types of energy, right? Traditional and alternative types of energy. Why is it necessary that we move away from those traditional sources of energy into some of these alternative forms? Why do we need to do that? And again, with all the other things we've been talking about this semester, hopefully you can sort of see why we're looking to make that transition. It's better for our carbon emissions, it's better for air pollution, it's better for the land and the ecosystems, and we can go on and on and on about why these are better forms of energy. But again, the idea here is that you'll learn about them separately. And then I do have, of course, notes for both again, non-renewable sources of energy and renewable sources of energy. Your assignment this week is a graphic organizer. And again, as you remember, my computer is old. It's horrible at pulling up Word documents. But the graphic organizer is essentially just a way for you to organize what you've learned about these different sources of energy. So it says, what type is it? How do we get it? Where does it come from? What are the pros? What are the cons? So just about kind of the same thing that you learned in those videos, you're going to put that down in this sheet. And I'll be honest with you, this is going to be a great way to help you prepare for the next exam, right? Because you will have all of that information sort of laid out and ready to go so that it's at your fingertips to help you prepare for the exam. There's a quiz and discussion as normal this week, and then there also, of course, is a check-in. The other thing that I wanted to show you briefly, this is going to be hopefully a relatively shorter video, is I promised you that I would post a couple of examples of presentations from previous semesters. So I went ahead and did that. So I've got two different videos. One is a video where I have a student who is basically narrating a slideshow that she created, and then she runs through the slideshow and she's narrating it for you. The other video is a little bit different. This video is one that was sort of, put together more as a conversation. So let's talk about this topic, and then there are some examples and things that were put in there as well about the topic. So again, two different styles, but I kind of wanted you to get an idea of what would be possible, right? I will sort of just say that these are both long videos. They're 8 minutes. And while my preference is 3 to 5 minutes, actually, I have a setting on Flipgrid that's going to cut you off at 5 minutes. So you don't really have a choice but to make a video that's no more than 5 minutes. These were actually YouTube videos, and so they're a little bit longer. But the way that we're going to do it is we're going to, again, post it on Flipgrid. Let me see if I still have Flipgrid up here. I don't have it up. All right, we're going to post it on Flipgrid. So again, the same place that you went to do those video introductions that we did, we're going to do the exact same thing. There's going to be a new activity or a new topic, as they call them in Flipgrid, that you'll click on. And then when you're ready to go, you just hit the record button, right? And then boom, you're off to the races. Go ahead and present your green technology project to me. The idea is you're going to take the information that you put together in those outlines, which I've graded everybody's outlines and you all should have gotten feedback on them. Take that information and then present it to me, right? So you've done all of the work, if you will, in gathering everything. Now you just have to figure out how you want to present it to me, okay? And then also keep in mind that this isn't just presenting it to me, it's presenting it to other folks in the class too, because as part of the assignment, in addition to doing the video itself, you're also going to be doing some peer evaluation. So I have a very short form that you'll fill out that you'll just tell me whose video you watched, what their topic was, what did you learn? Okay, so fairly brief. And then also a self-evaluation. So you're going to do a similar process for yourself. What did you learn? Why did you choose the topic you chose? Kind of so on and so forth. So those things will be, again, due next week as well, although you're welcome to get them in as soon as you would like, if you just want to kind of get them out of the way. All right, so I think that's it for this week.